Hi guys, this is Dr. Farjan. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I'm sending you so much great energy of purpose, energy of love, energy of healing, especially with what's going on in the world, right? So what I want to share today is a simple strategy that you can use to detach from what's going on in the world, right? Much needed strategy, I think, at this point. So the simple strategy includes this. Notice it and say, it's all in the human mind. It's exacerbated by societal input. What do I mean by that? It starts all in the human mind, right? Things will happen. There's always going to be a life unfoldings that are challenging. There's always going to be life unfoldings that don't make sense. There's always going to be life unfoldings that are great and are blessings in our lives, right? It's how this life works. There's good and there's bad. There's life unfoldings that are just unfathomable, and you're like, what is going on? And then there's life unfoldings that touches the chords of your heart, right? And you're like, wow. And that's just this is the life dynamic right now. This is the way it works. In this life, there's good and there's going to be bad. However, what I want to remind you of is that if you lived in a desolate area, you wouldn't absorb all the negativity on this level. Now with social media, right? With our iPhones, the smartphones, it's so easy to absorb all the negativity on such an intense level. And what I want to remind you is that if you lived, again, in a desolate area, you wouldn't get access to all that information so quickly. If you didn't have a smartphone, it would be easier to not get consumed by it. So the goal is to realize that it's all in our human mind because of the input that is put in there, that we allow, right? That we allow to take over. So what I want to remind you is, be of this world, but not part of its chaos. Be of this world but not part of its chaos. Remind yourself that, hey, wait a second. If I actually did live in the mountains, I didn't have a smartphone and I didn't go on social media, I wouldn't really know about everything, right? I wouldn't, and I wouldn't absorb it all and get consumed by it. It's exacerbated by societal input. It's exacerbated by technology. It's all in the human mind. So if we can raise our consciousness, right, and take over the mind, if we can raise the consciousness and heal the mind and show the mind other ways, right, other creative ways, to focus on more of the creativity and the impact versus controlled by the mind's negativity, our lives would be different, right? So this is what I'm trying to emphasize here, is that reminding yourself like, hey, I'm going to be part of the world, but I am absolutely not going to be part of its chaos. You make that conscious decision. Nope, I'm going to actually use this energy. I'm going to use my mind because there's my consciousness and there's my mind. The consciousness I'm going to use my mind to create, to share my creative geniuses, my creative juices to the world, to be on purpose. I am not going to be part of the chaos. That's the first technique. And the second technique is reminding yourself like, hey, this is other people's stuff, right? Other people's stuff. Life will unfold the way it does. I'm not going to fight life. I'm not going to fight people. Not my problem. I'm not going to play the weird games. I'm not going to get into that victim mentality. I'm not going to do that. Again, other people's stuff. Not my problem. I'm not going to play weird games. I'm not going to become get into that victim mentality. Absolutely not. Doesn't mean that you're not going to help. It doesn't mean that you're not going to contribute. It doesn't mean that you're not going to do what you need to do. But what you're reminding yourself is that, like, hey, that's how life is. There's going to be stuff. But I don't have to carry it with me, right? There's going to be challenges. There's things that are going to unfold. Good vibrations and bad vibrations. And you experience it. You feel it. You do what you need to do. But you don't get consumed by it where you cannot even function anymore. That's what you don't want to do. That's not where you want to get. So it's important to detach and see the reality that's occurring in front of you and accept it and say, yeah, life is doing what life does. Life is doing what it does. All right, guys, I hope it's helpful. Stay in good energy. Stay in good energy. Make that conscious decision to stay in good energy. You got this. You got this. We need more good energy. Pretend like you're the sun. Pretend the sun's energy is so immense. Be the sun's energy. And all the negativity that comes around, like those negative energies, be so powerful that your energy just zaps it up. Your energy of love and kindness and peace and healing just spreads stronger, right? Than the energy of the negativity. It be the sun, the immense energy like the sun. Take care of yourself.